Hey you guys, it's me Laura. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids ages 5, 9, and 12, and today I'm going to share with you a little bit of my first reactions from a subscription company called History by Mail. And they are a company that scours through old documents and finds some really fascinating original historical documents. They focus primarily on American history, and then they take those documents and put 4 of them together in a topic to kind of create a story, and you get one each month for 4 months. Their whole goal is to try to make history come alive for kids. So they sent me 4 of the letters to kind of show a sample of what they have. So I'll be sharing those with you today. Now, I haven't shared these with my kids. I haven't used them actively in homeschool, so I don't really know that this is a real review, but it's just kind of an introduction to what the program is like and what you might expect. And one thing that I noticed when I was poking around on their website is they also have an option to do US holidays. So every month you would get an original document along with information for a US holiday that is in that month. And they also have the option to add on something for Christmas or Hanukkah as well. And I thought that was really interesting and something that might be fun to do with a little bit younger kids. They sent me a letter from Annie Oakley to President McKinley, a check for the purchase of Alaska, Eisenhower's Order of the Day and sketch of D-Day platoon leader, and World War I rationing card and nursery rhyme. Each letter comes in this nice envelope. I'm assuming it would be inside another envelope because it's got the information here where your address would go. And each one also has a seal on it for History by Mail. And when you open each one, it will have the document, which this is the replica document. And then it also comes with a letter that has information explaining the document. And at the end, there is a link where you can do more research and find out some more information as well. So I am going to take this over to the table and show you what came in this, and then I will give you a few of my just initial thoughts and reactions. This first letter is from 1898, and it is a letter from Annie Oakley to President McKinley. And if you open it up, you can see the replica of the original letter here. Let's see if I can get the whole thing in the screen. There we go. And this is really difficult to read. So one thing I appreciate when the handwriting is difficult to read, they do include a transcript that tells you exactly what it says. In this case, Annie Oakley says, "Dear Sir, I, for one, feel confident that your good judgment will carry America safely through without a war, but in case of such an event, I'm ready to place a company of 50 lady sharpshooters at your disposal. Every one of them will be American, as they will furnish their own arms and ammunition, will be little of any, if any, expense to the government. Very truly, Annie Oakley." And then it has this letter that comes with it that gives you a brief introduction. It explains the Spanish-American War that is being referenced in the letter. And then on the back, it gives you some information about Annie Oakley, as well as where you can look on their website to find some more information. The next one we have is a check for the purchase of Alaska, and it's from 1868. And in here you have an actual replica of the check, front and back. So this is what it would have looked like, which is super cool with the stamp. It's kind of hard to read it because I don't know if you can see there's lots of watermarking and stuff on it. So then we have a letter that explains that Alaska was purchased from Russia and kind of a little bit about that. And then it talks about the early settlement of Alaska, the treaty with Russia, and how Alaska was purchased and when it became a state, and all this information about Alaska. And again, there's more information on the bottom where you can get more information from their website. This one is from 1917 to 1918. It's from World War I, and it's a rationing card and nursery rhyme from that time period. And so you take this out, and this is a little nursery rhyme. Little America's Promise. I'll eat cornmeal, oatmeal, and rice, and nice sweet hominy. Cornflakes and mush with lots of milk are good enough for me. At table, I'll not leave a scrap of food upon my plate, and I'll not eat between meals, but for supper time I'll wait. I make the promise that I'll do my honest part in helping America with all my loyal heart. This is a promise, and I hope all children make the same. I'll be a good American, and here to sign my name. So this is kind of a way that they would have gotten kids involved in the war effort. And then on this side, you have a home card, a rationing card, and it explains all the things that people could eat and how they were supposed to help in the food that they ate during the wartime. And this was actually sent out to families. And then here you have information about this particular document, explaining what the U.S. Food Administration was, the wartime propaganda, and how American children helped in the war effort, and also the fuel administration. And then again, more information. The last one is Eisenhower's Order of the Day and sketch of D-Day platoon leader in 1944. And this one is before Eisenhower was president, during D-Day when he was a commander. And this is the letter that he sent to the soldiers, sailors, and airmen of the Allied Expeditionary Force, basically a rally call before they were sent out. And then this is a sketch of what a platoon leader would have worn. The light tan towel, first aid kit, more easily accessible canteen, all of the stuff that they would have had. And this is super cool because this is what they had. And I'm not sure if Eisenhower made this sketch. It might say more about it in here, but if he did, it's a pretty good sketch. So there's that information. And then this explains a little bit more about this document, and talks about D-Day and the planning, Operation Overlord, and the Battle of Normandy. And then there's more information here at the bottom as well. So there is a little look inside the History by Mail subscription for you. My initial thoughts and reactions are, first of all, I am excited because we are currently studying World War II. And I think having this to look at when we get to D-Day and being able to read over it and have the kids see this is going to really help bring it to life. I might either use a sheet protector or make copies of this and let them punch holes in them and put this in their timeline binder, because I think that that would be really a neat way for them to go back and look through and relate to history. I think these would be perfect for our timeline binders. I think this is would be a really great subscription for any child who loves history, or if you're doing American history, these would be great to get in the mail. If they're things that you've already studied, then they can kind of be a refresher and kind of bring that to memory and bring it to life a little bit more. If they're things that you're studying, obviously you can do them right in with your lessons, which would be really great. If they're things that you haven't studied yet, then they're kind of a fun introduction for what you might get into. And then if you do put them in like a timeline binder or something like that, when you get to that point in history, you can go back and look at it again, which would be really fun as well. I wish that I had an option to go pick and choose like all the documents from World War II they have, or all the documents from whatever time period that we're studying, and just order those in bulk. I understand that it wouldn't be a subscription company if I did that, but I think that would be really fun and a really neat way to do this. Yeah, so the planning part of me wants to know, ooh, what is coming next? What is there? How does it fit in with my curriculum? But that's not what this is meant for. If you are looking for something to spice up your history a little bit, this could be good. If you have a child who really enjoys history a lot, this could be really good. What age is this for? I would say if you have a 3rd or 4th grader who likes to listen to historical stories, who enjoys history, this would be good. Otherwise, I would say about 5th grade up would really enjoy this. And I think that it could just be a really fun way to supplement, especially if you're doing a year of American history in your homeschool. This would be super and really bring things to life a little bit, because it's really fun to kind of see those documents. So that is really my first reactions. I'm debating on getting a subscription myself, and if I do that, I can then come back and give you a more thorough review. But that kind of shows you a little bit of what to expect from History by Mail. If you have any questions, let me know. I will leave all the links in the box below, and that is all I have for you today. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I guess I would love for you to leave a comment to let me know what are some of your favorite history supplements as you homeschool with your kids. I'll talk to you later. Bye.